Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Knoxville Moto. We're going to take the Aprilia out for a ride and show her some love, and we're going to talk about life. I want to talk to you guys about something that it's just kind of recently occurred to me, or at least recently kind of come to the forefront of my mind, and that's what's stopping you? What's stopping you from doing the things that you want to do? There was a friend of mine that I was talking to, and we were talking about bikes, and he said, he's like, I'd really love to get into riding bikes. It's just, I haven't. I asked him, was like, well, what's stopping you? What's stopping you from riding bikes? And he kind of looks at me for a second, and he says, like, I guess nothing really. And the more we talked about it, it's like, what's actually holding him back from just going out and buying a bike and learning how to ride? And I think it's just kind of comfort. Like, I think he's comfortable doing what he's doing. Because it's hard to learn, and it's a little uncomfortable. It just kind of occurred to me that a lot of times we get into our own little comfort zone, and it keeps us from doing the things that we want to do in life. And so I was sitting there thinking about it. It's like, what do I want to do in life that I'm not doing right now because I'm comfortable, or because it's scary, or it's hard work, or whatever? And I was sitting there thinking about it. It's like, I've always wanted to start my own business. Why haven't I started my own business at this point? I've had plenty of ideas and plenty of things that I want to do. Why haven't I done it? Why haven't I just taken the steps and pulled the trigger to do it? And the reality is, it's just, like I said, it's just uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to go out and take the steps to do it. And, yeah, sure, I don't know how to start a business, but the reality is everybody else who's ever started a business didn't really know how to either. They just started. They just did it, and they learned as they went. And, sometimes it doesn't work out the first time, and, maybe you start another business after that, or I don't know, you realize that like your idea wasn't as awesome as you thought it was, or it's not as scalable as you thought it was, or whatever, I don't know. So I've recently taken the first step towards starting my own business, and you guys will see that actually on the channel here in a little bit, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Oh, that's interesting. That's an old Bentley. Huh. I've never seen one of those before. Weird. But I want to talk about, like, what's stopping you from doing the things that you want to do right now? Is there an actual financial or physical barrier that's preventing you from doing the things that you want to do? Or is it just that it's scary and you haven't taken that first step yet? When you guys started learning to ride motorcycles, I'm sure a lot of people told you that this is a bad idea, you shouldn't do this, you're going to get hurt, that kind of thing. And you just had the conviction that you wanted to do this and did it anyway. So all of us, for the most part, have been there at some point and decided that we wanted to do something and just committed to it and did it. And so, we know how to do this. Like, learning to ride a motorcycle is a long journey. You have to go through to get the actual license, buy the bike, buy the gear, and then that's just like where you start the learning process. So all of us have been down this road before of like, I want to do something, I don't know how to do it, I'm just going to learn. What's stopping us from doing that again right now? There's so many times in life where I've seen people, they go through life not ever having done the things that they really want to do, and at the end of the day, they can't even tell you why not. Imagine yourself where you'd like to be in 5 years, and think to yourself, like, am I on a path that will take me there right now? And if the answer is no, what's the first step? You don't have to have the whole plan. That's part of the problem, right? Is I always think, like, I need to have the whole plan before I start. The problem is, by the time that I have the whole plan, the opportunity's probably already either passed or, whatever. So it's like, dude, you don't have to have it all figured out. The biggest thing is just start. And so that's kind of where I'm at with this, is like, screw it, I'm just going to start. When I started this YouTube channel, I was doing the same thing. It was like, man, I have to have the equipment, I have to have, the bike, I have to have blah, 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 everything to make perfect videos. And You know, I don't want people to think my videos suck, so I'm going to work real hard on making a perfect video, and there is no such thing as a perfect video. And so I just never made a video. And finally one day I was like, screw it, I'm just going to make something. I don't care if it sucks. I don't care if it's like 30 seconds long. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just have to do it. And so that's what I did, is I created the first video that's still, you know, kind of the first video on this channel. And it's like 30 seconds long. And then after that, I made another video and another video and another video. And, you know, this is still a really small channel, so I'm not going to say that I am the model for success. Maybe I'm the model for persistence. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, if there's one person that's listening to this and hears what I'm saying, if you have an idea, something you want to do, what's stopping you from doing it? Just go out and take the first step. It could be the smallest little step, but you're moving towards the direction that you want to go. And it's like, I don't know, the hardest part to me is just taking the first step. It's like when you go to the gym. The hardest part of going to the gym is getting to the gym. Once you're in the gym and you start working out, you're like, all right, this isn't so bad. Take the first step. Go out there, whether that's, like I said, starting your own business, or, you know, financial goals, or it's like, I want to start riding a motorcycle, or I don't know, I want to become a professional ski jumper, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Ask yourself, what's the first step? What's the worst that happens if you take that first step? Most likely, nothing. And so, just get yourself committed. Just do the very first small little thing, and then do the very next small little thing, and then do the very next small little thing, and sooner or later you've done the thing. I think one of the problems in life is that we expect that somebody's going to give us permission. Somebody's going to give us permission to be successful. And that's just not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Life doesn't work that way. One of the things that I hear a lot is I hear people say, like, the timing's just not good. You know, and it's like, the timing's just not right. Dude, when is the timing ever right? It's like people are waiting for life to give them permission to follow their dreams. And it's like, dude, that's not how life works, man. Now is as good a time as ever. And as a matter of fact, if you wait, it just gets harder. You know what I mean? Like, some of these things take time to be able to fully mature and to see your dreams all the way through to the end. And if you take too much time, you don't have enough time left. Or maybe you miss that opportunity that you had a great idea and somebody else has that great idea and capitalizes on it before you do. There is no time like today. There's no time like the present. Nobody's ever going to give you permission. Nobody's ever going to tell you that you're smart enough, or that you're talented enough, or whatever. As a matter of fact, in my experience, oftentimes people will tell you exactly the opposite. You just have to do it. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to give yourself permission to believe that you can do it. Anyway, this is not my normal content, but you know, this is just something that I've been thinking quite a bit about here lately, and so I hope that somebody out there listens to what I'm saying and it's helpful. So, all right, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. I'll talk to you guys next time, and as usual, ride safe, have fun, don't f it up.